Sakafet YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Guys, today I'm sharing with you my easy Valentine's Day dinner. I hope you like it. Gonna go ahead and do my salmon and shrimp, and I'm just gonna start by adding just a little bit of olive oil over the salmon and shrimp, like so, about a tablespoon. This is the seasoning that I will be using, but I will create a sauce later for this, and it's basically some lemon and dill salmon. So at the top here there is a bag, and at the bottom here we actually have the seasoning. So I won't really be using the bag per se, but I'll be using the lemon and dill seasoning at the bottom here. Okay, this is our seasoning mix, and very easy. I am just gonna go ahead and just sprinkle it on here like so. Okay, bear in mind I will be rubbing it in everywhere. And then you just want to rub that in. You see how beautiful the dill makes the salmon look? Very nice. Okay, and we have the shrimp coated in that as well, which is very nice. So guys, this is how the salmon looks and the shrimp now that it is nicely seasoned. Got that nice lemon and dill seasoning going on here. Now we need to braise that salmon. Yes, darling, we're gonna braise it in a little bit of brown butter and some sugar. Looking gorgeous. You're also gonna need a little bowl as well, because we need to make a little bit of a sauce to go on the salmon. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of olive oil, about a teaspoon of olive oil. I'm also gonna add about a teaspoon of soy sauce to that as well. I'm gonna go ahead and add about a teaspoon of honey, nothing too much, some honey in there like so. This is pure honey, as well as some fresh black pepper. Okay, beautiful. And you just want to mix that in. So this is the sauce that we are going to be pouring on our salmon while it is braising away nicely in that brown sugar butter. So this is my clean pot, and I'm gonna go in with some butter. Okay, this is looking really good. And what I want is for that butter to begin melting slowly. As you can see here, just keep your heat on low. Okay, just allow that to melt fully. Okay, now I'm going in with some brown sugar, nothing too much. Okay guys, so this is how it's looking. As you can see, that brown sugar is starting to melt with that butter. I just want to allow it to brown just a little bit more. Okay, looking gorgeous. So now that my butter is melted, I am gonna go in with my salmon, my beautiful salmon, my shrimp. And what I will be doing is putting my salmon in there face down, because I actually wanted to get a bit of color on the face before I am able to flip it over. Okay, that is looking beautiful. Okay, looking beautiful. Okay, so you just want the salmon to, you know, get a little bit of color face down before we flip it over. So I'm gonna give it about 2-3 minutes on that side, and then I'm gonna flip it over and give it another 2-3 minutes. So guys, after my salmon has been going for about 3 minutes, I'm just gonna go ahead and just flip it over. Okay, now be very mindful. The salmon can break so easily, so sometimes I'm not even really keen on flipping this over, but yeah. Looking beautiful. Just want to flip that one over as well, and like I said, be very mindful of breaking them apart. Okay, so because my salmon has had about 3 minutes on that side, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding my shrimp, because you know the shrimp takes about 5 minutes to cook. Okay, so we're gonna add the shrimp just to one side like so. So the shrimp is in the pot and it's looking beautiful. I'm gonna give the shrimp about a minute or two on either side, and the salmon is going to be ready in about 3-4 minutes, so the shrimp will also be ready at that time as well. So yeah, about 2 minutes on either side for the shrimp. So now it's time to, basically the shrimp doesn't take that long to cook anyway, so I really want to refrain from overcooking my shrimp. So I'm just gonna go ahead and flip it over. Yes, looking absolutely beautiful. Also over here we have our little flavoring that we made with olive oil and honey and black pepper. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and just pour it over the salmon and the shrimp, but then I will be basting it again with all that juice. See that? Okay, as you can see, looking beautiful. So I just want to go ahead and baste the salmon and the shrimp with that juice. Yes, see that? And so far everything has been going for about 4 or 5 minutes, so it also needs about a minute or two more and everything will be ready. See, my salmon is looking delicious. Okay, so I'm just basting it with the juices like so, basting the shrimp as well in that butter and all of those flavorings. Yes, looking absolutely beautiful. Okay, so there you have it. My salmon is ready, as well as my shrimp. My lemon and dill salmon is ready. Looking absolutely beautiful. So now we actually need to set it to one side while we go to work on our mashed potato. Look at how beautiful. Yes, so juicy. These are the potatoes I'm using, some red potatoes, and all I did was just to basically cut off the head, and I just peeled it just a little bit. And the first thing that I want to do basically is to just go in with a little bit of salt. Okay, about half a teaspoon of salt, and then I'm gonna go in with some water because I want this to boil for about 15 minutes. Okay, we're gonna be making some mashed potatoes. So allow it to boil for 15 minutes, and when it's all done, we're gonna come back and smash these potatoes. So guys, as soon as my potatoes were boiled, I just went ahead and drained the water, and now we are just gonna be mashing it into some creamy goodness. Now it doesn't have anything in there as yet, and with some butter. Okay, and because this is hot, you find the butter is just gonna melt away in this nicely. So yeah. Okay, I'm also gonna be adding some double cream in about a minute. The double cream that I'm using, my favorite of all time. I'm using some Emily double cream, and I'm just going in with about half of the pot at first, okay, because I want to mash this and be able to build it to the consistency that I want, okay. Also notice I left the potato skins on, but you can choose to take yours off if that is your preference. Okay, I also want to add a few more things to this. So I'm adding some black pepper. Okay, and it's looking nice and buttery, yes. Okay, I also like to add some grated cheese to mine as well. Okay, so I'm just going in with some mature cheddar cheese. Okay, and we're just gonna put a little bit in here, nothing too much, but I just love when my mashed potato is nice and creamy and have a little bit of cheese. As you can see, it's not too much cheese, just sufficient that you can taste the cheese in there. And we're also gonna put just a little drop more of double cream, just because I want it to be a smoother consistency. Guys, I also forgot to add a little bit of garlic powder. This is something that I love to add in my mashed potato as well. Okay, we're just gonna put a little bit in here, about half a teaspoon. And the last thing that I like to add is just a little bit of pink salt. Okay, pink salt, and it's not gonna need anything other than that. Okay, now let's go ahead and make a nice little sauce for our salmon and for our potatoes. So I have transferred the salmon to a clean plate, but what I want to do, I actually want to go ahead and make a nice little gravy. But I actually have some asparagus over here. I just went ahead and just cut off the tips like so. Okay, and you want to make sure that you give these a quick rinse as well. Okay, and you just want to saute them in here like so. Okay, now asparagus doesn't take a really long time to cook. As you can see, my asparagus has been going in that nice flavor for the past 3 minutes. Okay, now asparagus doesn't really take a long time to cook. Okay, so I really love when I just let mine fry for about 5 minutes maximum. Okay, because I don't really want them to be so soft, but at the same time you need to be able to get them to have a nice little bite to it as well. So yeah, looking gorgeous. Okay. Okay, so these asparagus should be ready. We are just gonna go ahead and transfer these nicely cooked asparagus in a plate. Okay, so just roll it around a bit. Okay, looking very nice. We're just gonna put them in here like so, and we're just gonna set it to one side. So yeah, so for our nice little sauce, I'm going in with a little bit of butter as well, and you just want to allow that to melt. While it is melting, I'm just gonna go in with this shallot, and I'm just gonna chop it up. So now that my butter is melted, I'm now going in with my shallots. Okay, and we just want to stir this about just a bit. Okay, because you want this to cook in that butter and get nice and translucent. Okay, so just give it about, I'd say about a minute or two. And as it starts to caramelize, I'm actually gonna go in with some flour. I'm now gonna be using my whisk just to whisk that in like so. Yes, looking real nice. Okay, and as it starts to thicken, we are gonna start going in with some double cream. I'm actually gonna use some double cream as well as a splash of whole milk. Okay, so this is my double cream, and you just want to stir it in. Okay, it's gonna thicken really fast. Okay, as you can see, it is thickening up so thick. So now we're gonna go in with some whole milk, get it to thicken nicely. Okay, now you also need to add some seasonings to this. Okay, so we're gonna go in with some black pepper first. Black pepper, I'd say about half a teaspoon. Then we're gonna go in with some garlic powder. I'm just gonna put a little bit in here like so, half a teaspoon as well. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add just a little bit of that leftover seasoning. I think it's about half a teaspoon left in there. It's really not much if you look closely. And this is just to add some extra flavor to that as well. And you just want to mix that up. As you can see, it has thickened up again. And this is it, guys. The white sauce is ready. It's nice and creamy, delicious. I checked it for salt, and the bit of seasoning that I added to it is perfect, so I don't really need to add any salt. Okay, this looks absolutely amazing. Okay, nice and thick, looking absolutely beautiful. I am more than ready to turn it off. Yes, all done. So this is the finished menu from today's Cook With Me from start to finish. We have some nice lemon and dill salmon and shrimp. Over here we have some delicious, nice buttery mashed potato. As you can see, it's steaming hot, looks absolutely beautiful. Over here we've got some asparagus tips. And over here we have our delicious white sauce that's gonna go over this when it's all plated up nicely. Guys, I hope you enjoy the recipe. If you do, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're gonna make this for your Valentine's Day dinner, then don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Terri-Ann'S Kitchen. I'll be seeing you again in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.